Marvel just announced their Phase 5 and 6 of the Multiverse Saga, and oh my god.
We're all gonna die!
I don't care if you have adamantium claws, I'm still bigger than you. Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Movie News, where I want to talk about and break down the newest announcements from Marvel regarding Phase 5 and 6 of the Multiverse Saga. And there's so much to talk about, so let's just dive into it before my head explodes. When it comes to the Phase 5 and 6 announcements from Marvel at Comic-Con, I feel like they went out of their way to include the fact that there will be not one, but 2 Avengers films in Phase 6. And when it comes to the current Phase 4 of Marvel, most of the criticisms and complaints usually say the same thing. It feels directionless, and it doesn't have that all-encompassing story like the Infinity Saga had. And the reason I bring all of this up is the fact that they announced that Avengers the Kang Dynasty and Avengers the Secret Wars are coming out in Phase 6. That says to me that Marvel wanted to reassure everyone that Phase 5 is definitely leading into something bigger and better down the road. So the fact that you know you're going to get that payoff, well, it makes you that much more excited to see what happens in Phase 5. Or at least, that's how I feel about it. So if you're like me and you felt like Phase 4 was lacking that cohesiveness that previous Marvel films had, where they connect all the dots, leading into a much bigger conclusion down the road, well, I think they were. And I think they were savoring that flavor for Phase 5 with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. But before we dive into that, I first have to talk about the brand new Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, which will be the conclusion to Phase 4. This right here is how you make a trailer. It gives you all the emotion, it gives you the feels, it gives you the epicness, and it doesn't spoil anything. And I have to give credit where credit is due. Before this trailer came out, I wasn't really hyped for this film, because with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, I just felt like this film was going to be grasping at straws. And I was wrong. This trailer is a breath of fresh air. I like that it's focusing on the human element of grieving and loss and tragedy and overcoming that, not only in a fictional sense, but in the reality sense that Chadwick Boseman did in fact pass away. So I'm really intrigued to see how this all pans out, but it's a great trailer. And the question still remains, who takes the mantle of Black Panther? And super quick, before we dive into the Multiverse Saga and we talk about the newest Avengers movies coming out in 2025, I wonder if even they could save Hero Wars from the dreadful Archdemon. Today's sponsor of this video. With Hero Wars, you're gonna need a team of your own for that. If you're struggling to make up your mind, I recommend Celeste. She'll be a perfect fit for any team. Next, try challenging an opponent online to see what you're capable of. Claim the rewards. And don't forget to level up and get prepared for the ultimate battle. Remember, even the most dangerous boss can be brought down with the right team. Join the game now and get a super chest with 5 top heroes. One of them is a secret, as well as 600 emeralds and 30,000 gold. The game is available on any device. Just scan the QR code or tap the link in the description and start playing now. See you in Hero Wars. Big thanks to Hero Wars for sponsoring this video. Alright, let's get into it. The first film in Phase 5 will be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Coming out February 17th, 2023. And like I previously mentioned, with Phase 4 not having a clear-cut direction or an end game to look forward to, that all starts with Quantumania, because it will establish this saga's brand new big baddie daddy, Kang the Conqueror, who will be one of the main villains leading up into those 2 Avengers films that we get in 2025, along with a few other villains I have theories about, like Doctor Doom and like 7 others, but we'll talk about those in just one second. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out May 5th, 2023. This will be the 3rd and final film for Guardians of the Galaxy in the MCU, and I'm looking forward to it. My only question is, which of these characters will continue on in the MCU? Which ones will die? I'm sure a majority of them show up in those upcoming Avengers films in 2025. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. Then we have Echo coming out summer 2023, The Marvels coming out July 28th, 2023, and then we have Blade coming out November 3rd, 2023. This is one of the upcoming solo films that gets me most excited. I'm a huge fan of 1998 Blade with Wesley Snipes, and I love a good anti-hero, and Blade is exactly that. I like a flawed hero who has a downfall and negatives about them, but also want to do the right thing, but they also want to drink blood to survive. It's a combination of all these great things combined into one. My only fear is, keep in mind, this is made by Disney, so we're not going to have an R-rated Blade film like we got back in 1998. So there's going to be less blood, less violence, and when it comes to the character Blade, who is a vampire hunter, well, I like to see lots of blood. I'm just hoping they make it as dark and as violent as PG-13 allows, Please, just get the tone of Blade right. Then there's Ironheart in the fall of 2023, Agatha, Coven of Chaos in the winter of 2023, and then we get Daredevil Born Again coming out spring 2024. And I can't wait for this. And did I mention they're going to have 18 episodes? 18 freaking episodes, dude. That's this, plus 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of episodes. Now, with all that said, I do have a few concerns. With 18 episodes, I'm curious to know what the runtime per episode will be. Because if each episode's 25 or 30 minutes long, no thank you. I like 45 minutes to an hour episodes. It allows you to get more immersed into the story they're telling. I don't want it to feel like a Saturday morning cartoon. And also, keep in mind, this originally used to be on Netflix, where you could do whatever you wanted to. The fact that it's going to Disney Plus now is a bit concerning. I just hope that they don't dilute it and water it down and make it feel like something else that it isn't. I'm really hoping they keep that grittiness and really push the limits. I don't know if they will, though. Captain America New World Order, coming out May 3rd, 2024. Now, when it comes to this one, the title is really cool, New World Order, which would imply a corrupt government takeover of sorts, and that sounds like a great concept, which is also reminiscent to Captain America Winter Soldier, so that could be interesting. I love me some Anthony Mackie. I just don't know if he's the right casting choice for a new Captain America. Falcon, he was absolutely perfect and phenomenal, but I'm just still on the fence about him being Captain America. Now, I know in Falcon and Winter Soldier, he refused to take the super soldier serum. And I get it, dude, but maybe you could mix a little bit of it in your pre-workout before you go into battle, you know, so I can buy into the fact you're this capable superhero who can go up against these galactic-type villains and stand a chance without being instantly murdered. I don't know. I'm just saying he needs a little super soldier serum. He's just a dude wearing a suit at this point. This is my super soldier serum. America! Okay, I'll shut up now. Let's go to the next movie. We then get Thunderbolts coming out July 26, 2024, and then the Fantastic Four November 8th, 2024. This might just be my most anticipated film outside of the two we're about to talk about, because when it comes to the Fantastic Four, well, the 3 previous attempts of live-action actually 4 previous attempts of Fantastic Four movies. Did we forget about this right here? Duh! Yeah, to sum it up, those previous Fantastic Four movies sort of sucked. Though I did enjoy a few moments of Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, ever so slightly. Now, the thing that gets me most excited about this new Fantastic Four film is Marvel finally has the rights to it. It's no longer a Fox property, so now we can most likely, or at least hopefully, get a good Fantastic Four film. But the fact that their main foe is Doctor Doom, who's a phenomenal villain, and I can't wait to see what they do with him in the MCU, which I have a feeling he's going to play a very, very big role in the upcoming Avengers films. Okay, let's get into the big stuff. It's Avengers The Kang Dynasty coming out May 2nd, 2025. Now, there's a lot of theories and speculation floating around the internet right now that this will in fact be a Young Avengers film. And I say that completely makes sense. Because keep in mind, just 6 months after this film's release, we get another Avengers film, which could possibly be the biggest Avengers film ever made, The Secret Wars, which is just everything that could possibly happen will happen in that film. It makes you wonder, like, what could they do in the next phase after that? I don't know. But if in the Avengers The Kang Dynasty, you focus on this new group of heroes, a lot of them are underdog type characters, and a few of them will be established heroes that can come together. But I think if you put the focus on them coming together as a team for the first time, rather than seeing other characters in previous films that have already worked in a team, if you have this group of new Avengers working together for the first time, it's something new and fresh, and I would just speculate, from my brain to you guys, that by the end of the film, things don't quite work out the way they were hoping they would, leading us into the next Avengers film. Avengers Secret Wars comes out November 7th, 2025. And I can't wait to see this shit go down. I can't even imagine the scope that this film is going to be. It's easily going to be the most expensive movie ever made. Like, oh my god, it makes me feel poor just thinking about it. This will be the endgame of the multiverse saga. Imagine Endgame, but times 10. That's a lot of hype to live up to, and there's a lot of establishing the MCU needs to do before this film. But most importantly in this upcoming Avengers film, this should be one of the main introductions to the X-Men. Or at least I hope it is. Alright, those are my thoughts on Phase 5 and 6 of the upcoming Marvel films, and keep in mind that final Avengers film is still over 3.5 years away. And a lot of things can happen in 3.5 years. Here's my question for you, and let me know down below, when it comes to the multiverse saga of films, besides the Avengers films, which one are you most excited for and why? As always, make sure you subscribe. That way I can see you next time.